What's up, you guys? Trevor here. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get ahead. Like a constant uphill battle just to live paycheck to paycheck. Well, do I have some good news for you? Here are just a few ways that you can help yourself get out of that vicious cycle and improve your livelihood. But first, I'm gonna have to ask you to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now, we all have 24 hours in a day, right? Elon Musk has the same amount of hours in his day as you or me do in our own day. As I have in my day and you have in your day. But he seems to get a lot more done than either of us. Metro UK says he's gone so far as to work 120 hours a week, but is now only working 80 hours a week. Only. Now, that's probably more than any normal person wants to work in a week, but he's able to do this because he's got some insane time management skills. So, the first thing you should do is take a look how you're spending your time. If we take a look at that one website teachers hate, Wikipedia, most people watch over 5 hours of TV every day. That's 35 hours every week. Almost enough hours to equal working a full-time job, except it's spent rewatching episodes of The Office.
Thank you very much, sir. I don't think you'll regret it.
And if you say, no, not me, I don't watch TV, well, you're right. But you're also wrong. Because according to the Washington Post, young people, including me, spend over 7 hours a day on their phones. That's about 50 hours every week. Or, if you're Elon, a sick week. Now, this isn't to say, you're on your phones too dang much, you millennial snowflakes, because you should take some time and relax a bit at the end of the day. And you can spend that time watching TV, going on your phone, or doing whatever else you like to do. But the point that I'm trying to make is that we really do have a lot of spare time that we just give away for free. Nowadays, your attention is almost as valuable as money. That's why companies pay for you to watch their ads. They're paying for your attention, even if it's just for a brief second. It's good to enjoy your time rewatching The Office or playing NBA 2K. But if you could just take a few of those 5 to 7 hours you spend every day watching TV or going on your phone, and instead spend that time building up some side income, you would eventually free yourself from being broke all the time. And if you'd like some ideas for filling that newly found free time with something that'll make you money on the side, I've made a video talking about a few ways you can do that right here. The next way is to make sure you have quality friends. Now, I know what you're thinking. What friends? And if that's the case, you only need to listen to some of this next part. But hanging out with friends that are constantly trying to get you to spend money on things you don't need can be taxing on your bank account, especially if one of your quote-unquote friends is always asking, hey, can I borrow $10? Every time you hang out. Don't get me wrong, it's good to have good quality friends and spend money hanging out with them. But if they're not good for you in the first place and they're causing you to spend too much money, it's probably best to go out and find some new quality friends. Because hanging on to toxic friends isn't good for your mental health or your wallet. I'm sure we've all heard the quote, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Or, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Or possibly my favorite quote, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Anyways, what I'm really trying to do is show you that you can't get out of a bad financial situation if you're surrounding yourself with people in bad financial situations. You're gonna have to pick your sacrifice before your sacrifice picks you. The best way to get out of the financial cycle of always being broke is to have a budget. Simply tracking everything you spend your money on can show you where your money is going and how much you're overspending on some stuff. Now, you might be thinking, what, are you crazy? I can't write down every penny I've spent. That'll take forever. And you'd be right. It would take too much effort to keep track of. But there's a few free apps that can keep track of your spending automatically. The apps are called Mint and Personal Finance. Personal Capital. Both are 100% free and you can find them on any app store. And I believe they have websites too, if you're boomer like that. So you'll be able to see how much money you're spending going out to eat or other things you don't absolutely need so that you can cut back a bit and reduce your extra spending. I recommend getting rid of things that you can live without, like car insurance, rent, and food. Okay, maybe don't get rid of those things, but you can probably reduce some of them. Most people don't know this, but you can actually negotiate the price of your car insurance at least a little bit over the phone. There's also lots of ways you can get discounts on your car insurance company's app or website. For example, Geico has a pretty big discount for being a member of one of hundreds of charitable organizations. Some of them you actually have to donate to, but some are free to sign up for, and once you've done that, you can get a pretty sizable discount on your car insurance. When it comes comes to lowering your food costs, basically, you have to be willing to cook some simple things from scratch, like spaghetti, egg burritos, tuna melts, and loads of other stuff. There's a link in the description that'll show you over 20 meals that you can make for under $2 per meal. Most of them are only $1.30 per meal. That puts your monthly food budget at about $60 per person per month. And look, I know you can't live off spaghetti egg burritos forever, but this will help you save enough money to get yourself out of being broke all the time, giving you the opportunity to chase your dreams and reach your goals. Speaking of goals, the next thing you need to work on is reaching your goals. If you've made it your goal to do any of this stuff, you have to know the best way to achieve those goals. The best way to achieve any of the goals that you've set out to do is by smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm. The best way to achieve any goal is by breaking it down into smaller micro goals. So, if you want to reach your goal of, say, saving $1,000, you should break it down into chunks. You would say, first I need to do something that would give me $100. Then I need to do that 9 more times. By the way, if you need some ideas on how to make $100 on the side, I made another video talking about 5 ways you can do just that. And you can check it out right here. Now, when setting up goals, it's best to aim high and break it down into steps. For example, if you set your goal on making
$1 million,
you'll probably give up before making 1,000. But if you break it down into chunks and have milestones along the way, you'll have a much better time sticking to it. Even if you fall short of reaching your goal of making
$100 billion,
you'll still end up achieving something most people can't. Now, if you don't have goals and you can't come up with any, then I recommend reading or listening to the book 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. You can get the paperback version for basically the cost of shipping, which is around $7. And if that book doesn't get you to create goals, I honestly don't know what would. But for those of you that have goals of reaching financial independence, I have a few audiobooks that you might want to listen to. Don't worry, they're free, and I made a video on how you can get them. You can watch it right here. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment, even if it's something random in the comment section below. It helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you enjoy these types of videos, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.